Every time you see a news clip, a mother pulled from her family, children zip tied in the middle of the night, a U.S. citizen knocked down on the concrete just for their appearance, you're watching people pay the price for a political game of division. For years, a segment of the media has shouted a simple lie that the biggest threat to this country is the person crossing the border, the one who looks and sounds different. But I want you to look closer at the brutality we see. Why is this level of discriminatory enforcement legal? Why are ICE agents allowed to operate with what seems like a license to batter and abuse, often with no names or badge numbers displayed? If a city police officer acted with such documented brutality, they would be subject to termination or prosecution. The real outrage isn't just the lie that immigrants are criminals. The outrage is that this very lie is being used to justify a brutal enforcement that threatens the civil rights and due process of all people, including American citizens. The lie is a weapon. It's a smokescreen designed to get you looking in the wrong direction, while the real criminals, the ones in power, profit from your distraction and fear. They say immigrants, especially those from the border, are nothing but criminals, rapists, and murderers, that they're flooding our country, bringing crime with them. You've heard it shouted from politicians on almost every cable channel. And I'm here to say with no hesitation, I call BS. This isn't just an opinion. This is a political lie designed to scare you. The real criminals aren't the immigrants that they're talking about. The real criminals are the ones spreading the falsehoods. Let's take a look at the facts, not from some fringe website, but from hard data. A recent study by the Cato Institute, using data from all 50 states, found that immigrants, both documented and undocumented, commit crimes at significantly lower rates than natural born Americans. That's right, lower crime rates. Specifically, undocumented immigrants are far less likely to be convicted of violent crimes than natural born Americans. And legal immigrants, their crime rates are even lower. Think about that for a second. The very people they're telling you to fear, the ones they're claiming are a threat to your safety, are actually more law abiding than citizens born and raised right here in the United States. Even in places like Texas, where the political rhetoric is at its loudest, state level data shows US born citizens are more than twice as likely to be arrested for violent crimes compared to undocumented immigrants. Twice as likely. So, where does this lie come from? It's the oldest trick in the political playbook, the magic show. The loud, angry rhetoric about immigrant crime is the show. It's the smokescreen to make you so angry at your neighbor that you don't notice the real problems and you don't notice who's actually holding you back. While they're screaming about the immigrants, they're not talking about the stagnant wages that make it impossible to get by, the rising cost of health care, the corporate greed that is squeezing every last dollar out of working families, the tax breaks given to billionaires by a corrupt Congress. And they're certainly not releasing the Epstein files. This is a game of division. They want us to believe that our problems are caused by the people coming to this country seeking a better life. But the truth is, our problems are being caused by the people already in power, the ones who profit from our division. So the next time you hear that lie, that immigrants are a threat, don't just ignore it. Call it out. Demand the facts. Because the real threat isn't coming from the outside, it's coming from within, from the very people who tell you who to hate. If you're tired of being manipulated by lies and ready to hear the truth, hit that subscribe button. It's time to stop falling for their tricks.